Hello guys, NautoAisDx here, and this is going to be a response to Matt Simmons from Yo Videogames. And basically, I'm responding to the Switch prediction. So, yes, in the West Coast Pacific time, January the 12th at 8 p.m. Pacific, they're going to worldwide broadcast the Switch presentation. And of course, in addition to that, the Nintendo Treehouse team at the January the 13th at 6:30 in the morning Pacific time, they're going to talk more about it. So, what it is, I cannot wait. Is it going to be better than the Wii U? Probably, because I hope they did learn their mistake from the Wii U. So, some of the prediction that Matt Simon did, I can agree. So, the first one that's most common thing is price point. And I said it before, I'm going to say it again. If they are going to do two SKU, $250 and $300 is the right price. It compromises both the consumer's willing to pay for it for what it offers. Plus, the company will actually make some money. Because remember what Kirishima did say, and he admitted this, that the Switch will not be selling at a loss. Again, Nintendo never done it ever until the 3DS. Well, in the beginning they didn't, but then after, because of the mistake, they didn't have really a choice, so they did. Same goes with the Wii U. That's why it was $350 for the deluxe, $300. The tablet was making it cost high, and they said they had to do it just to keep even. Didn't want to sell it at a loss, so they kept it even. Couldn't really do it, so then they were starting to sell it at a loss, and they basically flabbergasted. They didn't know what to do. They were flustered. So Kirishima said that the Switch is not going to be selling at a loss, but then rumor was saying that it might be $250, $300. That's the rumor. But if that is the price, my prediction, if that's the price, like what Matt Simmons said, then they're good to go. The early adopter will willing to pay for it. Nintendo fans maybe going back for it. So that's the first thing. My prediction, kind of agree with Matt Simmons. Second, strong Nintendo lineup game. It might not be original. Maybe there'll be enhanced version of the Wii U version. Sort of makes sense because not a lot of people did buy the Wii U. So, yeah, like they said, I mean, the rumor was, the big three was Super Smash Bros. For the Switch, Mario Kart 8 Switch, and Splatoon Switch. Let's just double Switch, and I wouldn't be surprised. And another prediction I would say is packing game. If the packing game is exclusive packing games such as the Splatoon Switch, again, maybe they're good to go. I kind of felt like it should be the new Super Mario Brothers, again, my opinion, but again, they're probably going to say, well, that's not going to make us a lot of money. Why would we miss opportunity that? Again, Nintendo things, just how Nintendo thinks, it's all about money, but sometimes their logic is just way out there. You just say, okay, I don't get it. So that's some of my prediction. Other ones I'm going to say they're finally going to probably show achievements because that's what the biggest complaint with the Wii U was, and even the 3DS, the lack of a system-based achievement. And I know people kind of counter by saying that's what Miiverse is. You create your own achievement, you post it, and you say, oh, here's my achievement, I finished the game. Like, well, it really doesn't work. So they probably should refine the Miiverse. It's good for what it is, but they can do a lot better. So they got my prediction is they're finally going to embrace achievement. I know Miyamoto basically doesn't like it. There was Ask Iwata with Wii Sport Resort, and they did put an in-game achievement. And then Iwata did ask Miyamoto, what do you think about achievement? And Miyamoto just straight out said, I don't like it because it's about you putting a carrot on a stick and just people want something that, well, great, you have that, and are you happy about that? I mean, my Nintendo's kind of sort of doing it. Let's see if they're going to implement, they're going to refine it. Okay, so price point, achievement, good launch games. Again, not like what happened in the Wii U. And I think my prediction is they're going to have some good games, even if they're just enhanced. They probably going to learn their lesson from the Wii U because, again, one of the biggest mistakes with the Wii U was the lack of Nintendo games because after a while they just were, again, flabbergasted. They didn't know how to make games on HD. They didn't know it was hard. It takes more time. They said, oops, and they had to delay a lot of the games. So, yeah, I mean, price point, achievement, launch games. That's really the basic prediction. So, again, January the 12th, 8 p.m. Pacific, we're going to find out what they're going to show. what the price point, hopefully, and when it's going to come out. And for me, kind of like what Matt said, I think it's going to be a Sunday. They're going to do it on a Sunday after church. You're going to get it. Going to be Saturday. I know it's not going to be Friday because then people are going to miss work. It's going to be on a Sunday. It'll be 250, 300 tops. Good launch game, and they're going to probably introduce achievements. So, yeah, those are my predictions in response to Matt Simmons about the Switch prediction. So, again, January 12th, 8 p.m. Pacific. Alright, I forgot to mention this on my prediction in the main video part, and that is there have been a lot of rumor reports that GameStop saying that they're getting their allocation number and they're not too good. And this one's also kind of related to Kinishima basically stating also that they might not produce a lot of Switch from the get-go, a la Wii. So basically, this is my prediction. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Switch is going to be in the same situation as the Wii. So what does that mean? Well, when the Wii came out, it was really hard to find. It was hype, but it was hard to find. But because a lot of people wanted it, gamers and non-gamers alike wanted it because, the waggle thing. And what the Lady Water strategy was, they didn't really produce a lot. People say, oh, it was just hard to produce like the PS4. Well, no, not really. The PS4, they were actually producing a lot. It's just that a lot of people wanted it. In the case with the Wii, no one really knows, but there were some reports that, well, they actually held back production because they wanted to see if people will actually buy them. Again, like I said about the NES Mini, Nintendo want people talking about it, whether it's negative or positive, as long as they're being talked about it. That's basically the big deal. Excuse me. Yeah, see, because with the GameCube, it was actually easy to get, even at launch. People just didn't really care. So, of course, every time that happened, they had to change their strategy. With the Wii, it was the opposite because they produced less, but I guess a lot of people wanted it, but of course, including the non-gamers. So, you got to keep that in mind. Then, of course, the Wii U, they try to go 180. It's like, oh, we'll produce a lot so anybody can get it at launch. Nobody really cared to some extent. And when Black Friday in 2012, PS3 and 60 outsold the Wii U, there's something wrong there. So now with the Switchcom, Kishima even said this in his latest financial report that, yeah, we're not going to do a lot of Switch from the get-go, unlike the Wii U. And again, so just to anybody who's trying to get a Wii, or, no, whoa, no, the Switch from day one, which is March, Sunday, whatever, don't be surprised if you're having a hard time getting one. And don't be surprised if a lot of scumbags are trying to flip this. Again, the reason is they're just too afraid that, oh, it might be the Wii U again. Nobody wants it. Not a lot of people want it. But like I said, the key word in that one is the price. That's really it. If the price is right, I think people will buy them. Yeah, so that's something that I just wanted to put it in because it is sort of important, especially if you're trying to get the Wii or the Switch. The Switch at day one.